I've never thought I'd see a time when I'm going through a neighborhood or a rural town in the West or something and see big signs that have a Trump sign in the middle that says F. Biden, and having a little kid standing with his middle finger, 7 years old, 8 years old. Well, I promise it happens all the time.
Well, I mean, I guess it's better than them, I don't know, snorting coke off of naked hookers' backsides and, using all the Chinese money that you got after merging out your dad's elected offices in order to enrich yourself and your family. And then, I don't know, by illegally making a purchase of a firearm because you're high as a kite on coke. And, I don't know, like, let's get into some of the laws that Hunter Biden broke. Or how about Ashley Biden? I mean, your daughter's my age, and she's so drugged out and strung out, she can't even, like, keep a regular life. Like, what in the world? Maybe focus on your own kids. I think having a 7-year-old, which we all know this didn't happen, but I think having a 7-year-old give him the middle finger is, like, way, way not even remotely as bad as what his kids have done, because him and Jill have been such great mom and dad. Good grief. Welcome back to the program. Dana Loesch with you. I don't believe that story. I don't believe any of the stories that he says. But also, like, what was his point? When he was talking about this, he's trying to act like it happens all the time. Is he trying to say that they're nasty and their kids are nasty too? Is that what he's trying to say?
All I know is that it's self-awareness level 0. If you're seeing this everywhere, F. Biden and people throwing up the middle fingers at you, you may want to look internally at maybe your policies.
Yeah, you might want to kind of see what's happening there. Just have to. Lorraine shared. I could not stop laughing. I cannot stop laughing at this still. She shared this story that. Can I just read you the headline? So the Papua New Guinea people are mad because Biden said that his uncle Bozy, who was eaten by cannibals, the piece out on Substack last night for chapter and verse, and you can read that. They're mad because Joe Biden made it sound like cannibals run Papua New Guinea, right? So the headline is this, quote, "They wouldn't just eat any white men that fell out of the sky." Outraged Papua New Guinea academics lash out at Biden's unacceptable suggestion that cannibals ate his World War II uncle. Academics said that his categorization of the cannibalism was very offensive. So they're very upset. And they said that, I mean, historically it's been reported, but the Pacific nation that occupies the eastern half of the island, they said that his categorization of that is ridiculously offensive. Michael Kabuni, who's a political science lecturer at the University of Papua New Guinea, said that the way that Biden talked, it sounds like they're going to eat any white people that fall out of the sky. And everyone said, why don't you just say what you want to say? That it's racist AF. Why don't you just say that? Just say what everyone's thinking. How can Donald Trump eat a taco on Cinco de Mayo and everyone loses their mind? But Biden says that there's a bunch of cannibals on, in Papua New Guinea, and everyone's like, well, that's just poorly worded. I mean, what in the world? And Kabuni was arguing, he was saying that the Melanesian people are very proud and they would be very offended by Biden's generalization of cannibalism. Now, I'm not going to sit here and debate the finer points of cannibalism because that's just weird. Not going to do it. This guy, he was saying that back, I guess, in the days of yore, whenever that is, that it was a practice of a sign of respect in very specific contexts to prevent decomposition of a loved one. This is nasty. I'm not debating. I'm just telling you what it is. He's saying that they didn't just eat random people, that it was like basically like a funerary rite or something like that, right? And that it was given as a sign of respect. And it was not a practice that they would do for somebody who fell out of the sky. Also, would he have just fallen out of the sky? Like the context that Biden puts it in, it sounds like it was, just a white dude that fell out of the clouds and just landed right there on their fire pit, I mean, it's not really, I don't think that that's how plane crashes work. Especially, wasn't he north of the island? So he was not even on that side of the island in the first place. He apparently was like on the western side, northwestern side. So that doesn't even make any sense. I mean,
Why does Papua New Guinea make fun of his stutter like that?
yeah, those mean people, they're so racist towards this Irish stutterer. The Irish Stutterers. Ooh, it's a cover band of Joe Biden lookalikes, and they get up and they can't really play their instruments, and their lyrics are all, ugh. It's the Irish Stutterers. It's like Stefan, but with like made-up bands. Alan Bird is the governor of Papua New Guinea's province of East Sepik, and he said that the comments were hilarious and that he was lost for words. So is Joe Biden every day. The way that his surrogates are trying to spin this is wild. Well, Joe Biden probably just heard his parents talking about his uncle who got ate. And, that story stayed with him for the rest of his life. Shut up. We're not doing this. No, that's not how this works. We're going by the rules y'all set. Okay? He just racistly cast aspersions on the character of this entire nation. It's an island of cannibals. Well, half of it anyway. Of all cannibals. That's what he made it seem like. So they're upset. Do you think there's going to be a statement of apology? Please, please, please let Peter Doocy ask this at the press conference. Please. It's Mother's Day coming up. I think a lot of us ladies would love this as a gift. Let Peter Doocy ask this at the press conference of Karine Jean-Pierre. Yes, so Papua New Guinea, they're outraged over President Biden's claim that the country is populated by cannibals who ate his uncle. Do you have any comment on that? I just want to see her stutter and dance around and try to figure out how to answer that one and flip through her binder like they gave her notes. Oh, this is the cannibal section. Like they gave her some notes for this. No, this is so stupid. I can't even deal with this. I just can't. Oh man. And again, Lorraine has a piece up on Substack and it's literally called Uncle Bozy Got Ate by Cannibals. And it gets into the whole history of this dude and his and Biden's claim. And apparently he's like told this several different ways. But he's like, yeah, there's a lot of cannibals in New Guinea at the time. They went back and they're like, yep, he got eaten. The only true thing that was in Biden's statement is the fact that Uncle Bozy was in the Army Air Force. But he wasn't a pilot. He was a passenger. And it wasn't on D-Day that he was flying. And he actually wasn't over that specific part of the island. So literally like nothing is in there. And Uncle Bozy, apparently he crashed a month before D-Day. I can't deal with it. I just can't. This is so ridiculous. They wouldn't just eat any white men that fell out of the sky. Happens to be, I think, my favorite headline right now. Somebody apparently in the show chat said that Uncle Bozy was the other white meat. So I'm made of jokes, but I'm trying to really behave myself here.